This is the last chapter. Please don't forget to subscribe. Liam Carter stood in the grand foyer of his family estate, a place he hadn't set foot in since his father's funeral years ago. The marble floors gleamed under the soft light of crystal chandeliers, and the walls were adorned with paintings his father had collected over a lifetime. The estate was his now, along with the entirety of his inheritance. After years of struggle, setbacks, and personal growth, Liam had won back the wealth and legacy that once defined him. But standing in the grandeur of his childhood home, he felt none of the triumph he had once imagined. Instead, he felt a profound sense of responsibility. The estate felt like a museum of his former life. As Liam walked through the hallways, memories flooded back. Family dinners at the long oak table, arguments with his father about his reckless spending, and the nights he spent throwing lavish parties while his father worked late into the night. He paused in his father's study, a room that had always been off-limits to him as a child. Now, it was unlocked, untouched since Richard Carter's death. Liam sat in the leather chair behind the mahogany desk, his fingers brushing over the edges of a photograph of his father. "Dad," he whispered, "I've finally done it. I've built something meaningful. But now that I have all this wealth again, I don't know what to do with it. What would you have done?" That evening, Liam called a meeting with the board of directors of Second Chances, as well as a few trusted advisors from Carter Enterprises. "I've been given a second chance," Liam began, addressing the group seated around the long conference table. "But this isn't just about me. It's about everyone who believed in me, everyone who helped me rebuild my life when I had nothing. I want to give back in a way that honors their trust and the lessons I've learned." He paused, taking a deep breath before continuing. "I've decided to donate the majority of my inheritance, $3 billion, to Second Chances and other charitable initiatives. This money will fund housing projects, education programs, and small business grants. It will create opportunities for people who, like me, have hit rock bottom and need a way to rise again." The room erupted into murmurs of shock and admiration. Rosa, his longtime mentor and the co-founder of Second Chances, was the first to speak. "Liam," she said, her voice filled with emotion, "this will change lives. You're creating a legacy that goes far beyond anything money could buy." Word of Liam's decision spread quickly, making headlines around the world. The story of the once reckless heir who transformed himself into a compassionate leader resonated deeply, inspiring countless others to rethink their own definitions of success and legacy. Liam's donation sparked a wave of support for Second Chances. Philanthropists, corporations, and even everyday people began contributing to the organization, expanding its reach to cities and towns across the globe. Housing development sprang up in areas that had long been neglected. Job training programs empowered individuals to start careers they had never thought possible. Schools funded by the initiative gave children from impoverished communities a chance at a brighter future. Liam's decision to give away most of his inheritance wasn't without challenges. Though he retained enough wealth to live comfortably, he chose to downsize significantly. He sold the family estate, moving into a modest apartment closer to the headquarters of Second Chances. "Why not keep some of it for yourself?" his friend and CFO, Victoria Hayes, asked one day. Liam smiled. "I have everything I need, a roof over my head, food on the table, and a purpose. What more could I ask for?" As Liam immersed himself in his work, he often found himself reflecting on his father. Though their relationship had been strained, Liam now saw Richard Carter's actions in a new light. His father's decision to disinherit him had been an act of tough love, forcing him to grow into the man he was today. One day, while going through old family documents, Liam found a letter addressed to him. The envelope was yellowed with age, the handwriting unmistakably his father's. With trembling hands, he opened it and began to read. "My dearest Liam, if you're reading this, it means I'm no longer here to tell you these things in person. I've always believed in your potential, but I knew that you needed to find your own path, free from the shadow of my wealth. That's why I made the decisions I did. not to punish you, but to help you discover what truly matters in life. I hope that one day you'll understand why I push you so hard. I wanted you to see that the greatest riches in life aren't measured in money, but in the impact we have on others. If you found your purpose, then I have no doubt you're making me proud. Remember, Liam, it's not about the Carter name or the Carter fortune. It's about the Carter legacy, and that legacy is yours to define. With all my love, Dad. Tears streamed down Liam's face as he read the letter. For the first time, he felt an overwhelming sense of peace. Despite the accolades, the success, and the peace he had found, Liam's story took an unexpected turn. One quiet afternoon, while walking through a neighborhood revitalized by second chances, Liam encountered a young boy playing in the street. The boy looked up at him with wide eyes and said, "Are you the man who fixed our school?" Liam knelt down, smiling. "Well, I helped, but a lot of people worked hard to make it happen." The boy grinned. "Thank you. I want to be like you when I grow up." At that moment, Liam realized the true depth of his impact. It wasn't just about the billions he had donated or the programs he had built. It was about inspiring the next generation to believe in themselves and their ability to make a difference. Years later, Liam's name became synonymous with transformation and hope.